All right, good afternoon. This video message is for YouTuber Akisi. I didn't catch the last name. I do apologize. It's been a very long time since you sent me a comment. I'm just getting around to going through all the comments. And the reason that it took so long is because, well, I've been going through some personal things I haven't really been checking. And YouTube has a new format now where all of your messages, I think, go to Google+. And so you'll see that somebody left you a message on Google+, but you have to kind of scroll down to get the message. So I was having some difficulty with that at first, but I happened upon it and I was like, wow, you know, what a great compliment. This is what I recall of the message that you sent me. You just said that your name was so and so, and you have to forgive me, my memory is not good because I've been going through a lot, and I just kind of glanced at my messages, but it really touched me because you told me that, you know, you were 16 years old, and you told me that that video was an inspiration. And you know what, I'm going to say this, a lot of times everything that you feel about somebody else is reciprocation, and people feel the same way about you. Because I'm going to tell you about me. I keep saying 40, but I'm not there yet. I'm 38. And I'm just recently now starting to try to really say what my age is, 38 as opposed to 40, because, you know, 38 only comes once. I never have an opportunity to visit 38 again, and it's already 38 and almost a half now. So I need to appreciate, you know, where I am in life and my age. I don't need to be foreboded by, I'm going to go ahead and say I'm 40 so that if people say I'm old, I already know that I'm old. I don't need any help realizing that. But the message behind this is just to be, for me, is just to be happy, you know, where I am. I'm 38. I'm not 40 yet. I'm 38. I'm going to enjoy 38. And when we realize where we are and we kind of couple ourselves with that, that's what makes us stronger. You know, when we stand firm for where we are and what we are in our lives. I didn't watch my video again because I remember somebody else mentioned something about a video of mine, but I remember that it was kind of painful for me to make. You know, I was talking about things, but really, in reality, I was talking around them, you know. And, you know, I had a really hard time with it because I don't want to be like a mother, because what mothers do, I'm going to tell you what moms do. Moms, what we do is we try to focus. I'm not a mom. Technically, I don't have any kids, but I have that mothering spirit. What moms do is we tend to focus on the positive and we leave out the negative. But I think the negative is something that's very important to see. And that's why I don't have children, because in today's society, it's like you're, even though you have the freedom to raise your child the way that you want, as long as you're not raising them to be some kind of, you know, person that's going to hurt somebody or hurt themselves, you're okay. But the truth is that there's certain ideologies and cognitive methods that society wants us to raise our children with. People, for instance, when my sister had her child, you know, and they went on to school, you know, they was teaching them about Santa Claus and everything. And then I told my sister's daughter that, you know, hey, you know, there is no Santa Claus. And she was absolutely upset. And my sister told me what happened was that one day my niece came home and told her about Santa Claus. My sister was like, no, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. There's repercussions for that, okay? Even though Santa Claus is a big fat lie, there's repercussions as a parent or as an adult in a child's life actually mentioning that. Because what happened is that my niece went to school and said, my mom says that there's no Santa Claus. My sister gets a call from the school, the principal and the teacher, saying, why are you denying your child her childhood? Okay, so when did, you know, giving falsities become the definition of childhood? Believing in Santa Claus or believing in something that's not true does not define childhood. And I think what it is really, it's almost like the Emperor's New Clothes, where you pull the wool over the adults are encouraged to pull the wool over the children's eyes, because if they don't pull the wool over the children's eyes, the children's going to be like, well, if there's no Santa Claus and really mommy and daddy are buying the gifts, then why then why do we even celebrate this? You know what I'm saying? And then the truth comes out that it's not about the gifts, So there's a kind of an engineered obsolescence to humanity and caring about each other, through the way our culture raises our children. And I might just be going off base, but I just wanted to, there was no base. I just kind of wanted to respond and say thank you for your comment. So I just wanted to talk to you kind of directly, sort of in a way. So, just, we were talking about perceptions, and you were saying how it was an inspiration to you, and I was shocked because I don't know what I said. All I know is I was feeling, maybe a little hurt by something, and I just wanted to kind of put it out there. And this cat has some pretty green eyes. But so I did once. Usually I would cross the street. I'm on my way to the park, but usually I would cross the street at this point. But there's a huge dead lizard, and because you're a boy and you're young, you're probably gonna want to see it. So when I get there, I'll show it to you so you can see it, or you may not because you're kind of soft-hearted like me. But these lizards, I'm in South Florida, and these lizards are huge. I mean, they're the size of my arm. And usually they come in really bright, pretty colors when they're living in well. This one is not, so he's going to be pretty dull in color. Yeah, I wanted to say thank you for that. You taught me a lot, and like I said, there was some parts of it that I didn't want to touch on because it's kind of touchy, and I didn't know that people actually watch my videos for any real purpose because, I've gotten different comments like, I'm at home a lot, so from the shoulders up or so forth, you'd normally just see shoulders. Hi. Good. How are you? Did you bang it out today?
Huh?
Did you bang it out? You made $1 million today? No? Almost, right?
Yeah. I made it through the day.
That's what's important, right? Good to see you. So, and these are things I want to talk to y'all about. That's an ex-employer of mine that lives in the neighborhood, and never. I don't know. It's just so much. Life is so rich. But what I want to say, because I can tell you so many stories. Life is so rich. Just in that little, just a little interaction. There's a lot more than just what meets the surface. You never know from surfacing. Sometimes you have to dig deeper. And again, I want to say thank you so much for your story. Sharing that that you have cancer, and that type of thing. And I've watched like different YouTube videos, and I've seen where there was a little girl. I forget what it was that she had, but she was very, very tiny. And her mom, beautiful, beautiful mom, she just built so much courage in this child, putting her videos on YouTube and dressing her up and teaching her the different dances and slang and things like that. And it was just so cute. I think her name Amelia or something. I forget her name. If I find it, I'll forward it to you. And I'm out of breath because I'm fat, but eventually I'm gonna, and this is nothing, I'm just walking like a couple of blocks to the park and I'm breathing hard already. But I just want to encourage you to take pictures of yourself, and not just visual pictures, but mental pictures. Write in a journal, keep a journal daily, find people that are good to you, and always keep this in mind too, that the way the world is based a lot on perceptions. So, and that's what the other video is about, is based on perception. So, even your own family, your best friends, and people that are supposedly close to you, it's no guarantee that they're always going to be there for you, because perceptions can be easily changed. When you're coming up through your developmental years, some of us, if we're very lucky, we have family and friends that love and care and support us. But when it gets to a point where you're an adult and your actions or inactions or people's perceptions of you can affect the well-being of that family unit or whatever, you might find yourself alone. So I just want you to be aware of that, because that can be a very hurtful thing. I remember when I was in school, about your age, maybe a little bit younger, I think I was like 14, I had a gym teacher